Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm in Columbus, New Mexico, and this is the Columbus Historical Society Museum, which is right downtown, well, I guess you'd say, right across from the Borderlands restaurant or cafe. And this room, I'm told, is the war room, and that is all about the invasion by Pancho Villa in 1916 when he invaded this small community, and several lives were lost on both sides. But we'll walk in and I'll show you some stuff. A lot of photos on the walls, typical. And we'll see. There's a big picture up behind me here. And in the middle of that large picture is the man himself, Francisco Villa, commonly known as Pancho. A lot of pottery and so forth. Isn't this beautiful right here? Imagine somebody locally might have made that. And here's some of the memorabilia from that era, the military stuff. Helmets and entrenching tools and mess kits. Some of the old ammo. Some of the pictures of the individuals that were actually, I guess, killed during that raid. And now let's go around here. And then we also have the safe from the Columbus State Bank. That's a Diebold. And then we'll go up here. It says bullet hole. And I can't believe it went through this thing. My God, that's solid iron, guys. What were they firing? I didn't know they had, what do they call them, armor-piercing rounds. So let's go some more. Here's the whole layout, a mock-up of the area at that time. Wished I could describe it to you. This looks like this must be the military base right here. And this would be the community of Columbus itself. So let's continue on here. More stuff. There's some military uniforms. And there's some more military uniforms here. Here's something that I haven't seen in a long time, an old Army bugle. When I was in the service years ago, they'd play reveille and all that stuff. I think they do it now with tapes because nobody knows how to play a bugle anymore. I'm thinking this up here must be General Pershing. Has to be. He's got more stars on his shoulders than they got in the sky, so that's got to be him. This is a Mexican, to my left, is a Mexican Federal Clip belt donated by Javier Lozano. And that's a Pancho Villa hat. And now we'll continue on. This is the switchboard where the girl must have sent the message asking for help. I think, what was her name? Susan Parks. Yeah, that's right. So now we'll go to the next room, and on the way we'll pass by James. He's the gentleman in charge today. He's reading a book, so I won't interrupt him. He could be the mayor. Okay, thank you. But James is the volunteer today, and he's been very nice in providing me with a lot of information. Here we go. Instead of trying to tell you what this stuff is, I'm going to let you just look at it and draw your own conclusion. Because some of it I don't know what it is. But again, this is in Columbus, New Mexico. We're about 3 miles from the Mexican border. And Columbus, New Mexico is a small town. Elevation's about a little over 4,000 feet. Population, I'm guessing, is going to be around 2,000 or so. This is going to be some railroad memorabilia. And for those of you that maybe worked on the railroad or retired from the railroad, might know what some of this is. I, however, don't. Some old photos here. This is the way we have some pictures of our, had some pictures of our family members, and they look just like these. That was the old way. That's Pearl Birchfield and Mary Jane Birchfield. Those are old saddles. Those are right up here. I know what these are. Old pack saddles. Used to put them on mules and donkeys. There is a difference between a mule and a donkey, but you can do a Google search and find that. Here's some ladies' hats behind me for all you ladies, but first I'll show you all these. This was the beginning of the LED lights. Those are called kerosene lanterns. And some of that is bigger up here. This is history, guys. For some of you young folks, people used to actually light their homes with kerosene lanterns. When I was growing up in the 50s, we had 2 of those. And that was it. And here, ladies, for you fashion plates, there's some ladies' headwear or headgear, commonly known as hats. And for those of you that know what these are, those are the old irons. They used to heat those, and then that's how you did your ironing. Notice there's no electric cords attached. Some of the old cooking utensils. This is a loom, even though it's a very small one. And then we'll go over here, and there's more stuff. Again, I'll let you all kind of, because some of this, this is some kind of a churn. I don't know if that would be a butter churn. I think so. We had one, but ours was wood years ago. These are things that, well, let's see what we've got here. This one right here, this right here says face powder. Some other things. There's a purse, an old-timey purse for you ladies. And other things. Yeah, all this is interesting to me. And for the youth of the world that think we were born with cell phones and access to the internet, we weren't. This is kind of the beginning. Well, this would be in the early 1900s, in that range. This is an old, I guess, a kitchen cabinet of some kind, with some plates and other utensils. And then we'll go around here and finish up, guys. Some old ball jars. They still make ball jars. And this is a printing press, I think. You put the paper in there and then squeeze that thing, tighten this down on top of it. This is an old adding machine. I've actually operated one similar to this, but not quite this old. Little stuffed alligator here. And here's a phone right here. I can remember, I don't remember using these, but I remember seeing them when I was growing up. You actually turn this deal on the side, and that's the equivalent of the dial, okay, the old dial phones. Yep, and you took this off right here and put it to your ear, and you spoke into this. That would be a smartphone right around 1920, maybe 15 or 20. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, from Columbus, New Mexico, this is Rusty 78609 in the Columbus Historical Society Museum, which if you're in the area, stop by. I think you'll find it very interesting, particularly those of you that do have an interest in history. It's a good way to kind of reflect on where we came from. Those that don't know their history are doomed to repeat it. So, thumbs up, guys. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. It doesn't cost you 1 penny. If you don't want to fool with it, don't. But having said that, enjoy your day and check out the history in your area. You might be surprised. Thumbs up. Adios. Bye-bye.